tick tock, tick tock, tick.
Well, now it's almost 12 o'clock and I'm here in a stew. Should I stay or go back home? I don't know what to do. One thing that I know for sure, that girl and I are through. Still hearing tick tock, tick, tick tock, tick tock, tick, tick tock, tick tock, tick, tick tock, tick
tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Tick tock.
Hello again, guys. It's Gregola Productions here. Welcome back to another episode of the Westclox Leland series. And what's going on is, I've been letting this clock run for a week or so now. And this is the spring almost wound down. It's been running all night, and I don't know... no, I haven't done anything with it other than run it since part 3. So, does that whole running in method apply to the clocks as well? And if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about when I say the running in method, I'm talking about the thing with the pocket bend where you service it and then it doesn't want to run right, and then you kind of just run it in whatever position it'll go, and after a week of this, it actually gets used to operating. And as I said, this is with the spring wound almost all the way down, so that's why the amplitude isn't amazing. The amplitude isn't something to go, oh my goodness, at when it's fully wound up, but it runs and it stays running. So, I'm not going to mess with it again unless, because it's running, right? So that's the main thing. And really, if there is a problem, I can always make another part to this series. And there were some fantastic suggestions by OK Bridges in the comments of the previous part. So if you want to see some kind of clock troubleshooting stuff, which I will be using in the future, do not hesitate to check that out, because there were some good comments there left by him. So no, OK Bridges, your stuff is not completely going to the wayside here, but if this is going to actually run, then I might as well use it like this. And I've got I don't know what exactly this is, but I've got it propped up how the movement would sit in the case, and I've got that piece of plastic under that pillar there, and it's actually holding the whole thing up straight. Or something like that. Anyway, you could stick a screwdriver in there and probably get the same result, but this is how it's supposed to run. And as you can see, the travel arm, you can see where the key is, and well, actually, this is a little bit to the side here yet. But I'm pretty sure, it's mostly the right way around. So, I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'll put the case back together, and we'll see what we get out of this. Who knows, maybe it might stop, and if it does, I can always tear it apart again and do that. First things first, though, I want to wind this up, just to prove to you guys. See, it ran pretty far down. The spring did not, oh, there's still more to, okay. That's about as far up as it'll go. Take the winding key off. You can see it going there. It wants to run now. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it like this, because it seems to actually want to work right. And as for the wheels jamming up, I'm not really sure what happened there either. They haven't jammed up since, so who knows. Maybe these things are just a little bit temperamental when you first get them back together. I'm not really sure. So first we'll put this piece on. Wait, is there anything I'm missing here? I'm just thinking here. I don't think there's anything I'm missing. I kind of forget how this goes back. I don't have it all... Oh, hello, this wants to come off now, does it? Then again, I didn't try to get it off to begin with. Okay, well, there's that. I'm going to leave that on, because that didn't... Oh, look at that. Yeah, this was a rubber ring at one point, I think. I'm just going to leave that on there. So why would you take it off at this point? And this goes... how does it go on? Let's go on something like this. Or not. Well, there's one. Where's the other holes here? Oh, maybe it goes on this way. I'll try this. I'll take that off before I break it. I don't know what that's going to do for us, but who knows, we'll see. Okay, there's one hole. Oh, can I get it? Well, I had my fingers in in here again. I always get, that's the one thing I don't like about this movement. I always have my fingers in the balance wheel here somewhere. I've always got them in here. Oh, come on. Come on, go in. Actually, I should have had it on like this. There we go. Okay. Now, I think those are... Oh, jeepers. Okay, those are nuts, aren't they? Or how does this go on? Those screw on? Yeah, I think they did. Okay, let's get the nut driver out. Getting our nuts from our special parts cup here. Well, not really special, but anyway, it's just parts in general. Okay, I don't know which side. Well, I think the beveled side went, the side with the kind of, I think it's a bevel. Oh, it's not focusing. There's a side to the nut where it kind of goes in, like it's like a concave nut, if that makes any sense. But obviously it's not glass. Oh, that's not gonna do much for us, is it? You're watching me fumble around with these for a few minutes. Okay, there we go. There's one on. I'll get the other guys. Okay. Also, viewers, leaving your nails just a little bit longer when you're gonna work on clocks and stuff like this really helps. I'm surprised, but it really does. Oh, is this not even fit? I haven't even got the right size. I'm not having them like super long or something, but you know, just a little bit longer generally helps with that, or with this. Okay, let's see here. There we go. There's that. Of course, you don't want to really tighten these too tight. You know, I mean, it has to come back apart again. There it is. Oh no. Oh, I thought I lost the nut there. For like, I thought that was gonna be permanently stuck in the. Jeepers, these nuts are fiddly. How? Oh, I keep dropping them. I thought I'd permanently got this nut stuck in the driver there. That wouldn't have been fun. Okay, it's on the first thread. Good. Okay, now this is attached, so I can actually hold this without getting my fingers all over the movement. And just for reference sake, let's just see one more time when this was made. It is March 21st, 1957. It almost looks like 57, but that's 52. So this is 1952. Okay. I don't know if 52 was the last year for this clock. I really do not know on that front. I think this, you put the dial on. Now we have to align the screw holes. So let's just see. Oh, there's a hole there. Okay. And I think I'll get some kind of stand here. These types of lids with these kind of pits in them, you can put a movement like there, or put it on there like that. And then since the center arbor and all that stuff there is all sticking through the front, you can stick it on there. And you will have no problems with that in being uneven or whatever. Let's see here, I'll get the screws. These are tiny little guys. In fact, I didn't film this last time. But here's one of them. I'll stick that in there. I can't really see that very good. So here's one of the screws for this. I'll just stick that in there. Kind of an awkward spot, but it's not like it's, you know, impossible to. Okay, and here we go. Oh, I put this band on upside down. I've got the gross side on the top, whatever. I don't think anyone will complain if I resell this clock. I don't know if I will. Well, I won't be doing something like that for a while due to just the unusualness of this particular alarm clock here. And I hope this magnetic screwdriver doesn't affect the hairspring. Oh. I don't think we're gonna have any problems. I'm not gonna tighten this down too hard also, because I know the next guy's gonna wanna, whether that be me or somebody else. I think that's Okay, that hole looks blocked, but I don't think it is. Okay, let's get our screw in there. Oh, jeepers. Once again, I gotta show it to you like this, because that's quite the spot, isn't it, viewers? You need kind of a smaller, quite a smaller screwdriver here. Oh, and speaking of screwdrivers, one of the viewers asked, what kind of screwdriver kit do I have? What's my kit? Well, let me show you. So this is a 5-in-1 Pro Tool Kit. I know, right? We're looking for brand names. We have no idea where they are. I got this for Christmas 2 years ago now. I think in 2019 I got this for Christmas. And, oh man, you've seen it in just about every single one of my videos. It's such a great kit. I have no idea what these plastic things here are for. I can't imagine they're good for much. I know this is some kind of hanging device. I'm never going to use that. Obviously, this is what I use all the time. The nut drivers and the screws. Oh yeah, and I haven't even used some of these ones here. I've never come across a moment where I've had to use those, so. Oh yeah, and there's also a magnetic mat, which I don't use. Maybe I should use it. I don't know. I don't want to risk bending a hairspring or something. But anyway, I don't use the mat really, because I've just got parts cups instead. What's we got here? Funny there's no brand on this thing though. It was Mike M. For those of you interested, Mike M asked this question. He's a recent subscriber. Thank you for bothering to watch this, Mike. Yeah, I don't know what the heck the brand is. I know I bought it from, well, I didn't get it, but it came from the Lee Valley hardware store chain. I think it might be a Canadian-only chain. I don't know. Anyway, if you can find something like this, probably maybe on Amazon. Actually, this kit is probably on Amazon, knowing this stuff. You'll be all set. And there was a deal going on. This was 24 Canadian dollars, so that's pretty good. I've definitely got my money's worth out of it. Anyways, viewers, I've kind of also realized that I had the movement tested the wrong way around. This is what it's like dial side up. And the movement's like this. So I was under the assumption that the travel alarm and this had the same lineup of knobs and keys and whatnot, but apparently that's not the case. So I hope there's no issues with this, or else I'll have to pull it back apart again, which really, I mean, that's not that big of a deal anyway. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bell on, and all these parts here, I mean, the inside we tried as well, but we didn't really get anywhere with that. That's not that big of a deal. The bell and the glass and all of this stuff here was cleaned with vinegar and water. That was it. There wasn't any sort of chrome polish or anything. This came out really well, so that's good. Put that on, get that in. I don't think we'll have any reason to go back there again for the rest of this, unless the clock stops, which, you know, at least this is actually serviceable, and if need be, parts are replaceable. Okay, well now we've got this in a neat little package here, don't we? I think what we'll do now is put our hands on. I think we can get to that now. But first, let's hear that alarm, shall we? Oh wait, we should get the knob on for that first. Here we go. This just screws on. Oh. Or not? Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Oh, there it is. We will also get our key on. And yeah, I think that's all set. Viewers, do you notice something wrong with this? Hello? There may be something slightly wrong with the dial and the way this is all set up here. I think there might be something awry here. After a few minutes of corrective screwing around later, we got the movement around the right way. This is how I thought it was, and this is how it's supposed to be. So I had that right the first time, okay. And this here, I put it the wrong way again. I don't think that's gonna do much for us. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, despite some screws being in some awkward spots there, this is a pretty nice clock. I mean, we get it kind of in a neat little package, the whole thing. I like that. And let's just see here how we're... Okay, so we're set to go off at midnight here. If I turn this backwards, set to go off at 11. So now I'll put the hands at 11 here. I'll put this one on like that. Oh, I can see that's slightly up. Oh, maybe I might just be able to give that a nudge there. Oh, that's terrible. That's not the kind of nudge I was referring to. Okay, I'm gonna take this off again. Or not. There we go. And I think I'll reverse it to 10 just to correct this. Oh, whoops. Or maybe not. I might have to... Okay, there we go. Okay, so we'll get the... So, for this, viewers, you make sure the alarm is actually supposed to be quote-unquote going off at this time, and then you can set this up like I am doing here. Okay. There's that on... Oh, almost. This can be finicky with hands sometimes. Hands are sometimes kind of... Okay, there we go. That's good. And we'll set that to 5 o'clock. Okay. Oh. And yeah, you can see here once again, someone has been in here before me with a screwdriver, and they just wrenched on the hands. That's obviously not any good. Don't do that. I think this is too far up, actually. Oh. I think I might have to really press down on this. Looks very stylish, though. I love the hands. Okay, there we go. Let's just see here how this goes off when you set it to 8 or 7 o'clock. See how accurate we are. So it's just like a few minutes out. So it's about 3 minutes after. Okay, well that'll work. So with our hands on how I believe they're supposed to be on, we can now put this in the case. Or maybe the case goes on this way. What the heck? You know what, viewers? That bell. You gonna put the bell? Oh man, that was dopey. Okay, the bell has to come off for this to go in. Oh man, not again. You know, I'm wondering what that insulating piece of whatever that probably piece of rubber is. I couldn't figure what the heck that thing's for, but that is for the bell. I assume, or I don't know, or maybe that's for the glass, or I'm not entirely sure. Okay, let's try now. Can we go in now? Please. Please, can we go in? Oh, no. Oh, no. The whole the dial has to come off. Viewers, okay. Oh, man. Put the glass in. Just watch the whole series before you do this yourself. Okay, viewers, right after you put this piece on, make sure you have your rubber, whatever this is, or whatever. I'm not even sure anymore what that's supposed to be. And you put this on like this, and you stick it in there. I'm not really sure which way is... I don't know which way is which. If this is the bottom, or this is the top, or this here is the top, or that's the bottom. I don't really know. I'm gonna have to look back at the video to tell you. Okay, these bits with the notches here, this is the top. So you see you got these decorative design pieces here. You got the kind of circular or cylindrical screw hole there. So it just keys into the top there. So they cut the glass like that. So that's how that works. Okay, when you're done being a Nimrod like I am, we can actually get stuff done. So when you're doing, I don't know what shape yours is going to be in, but I've got chipped glass, kind of roughly cut here on both sides of this. So I assume the bezel just, I don't know if there's any particular way. Oh, I think they're chrome sided. part, or the more chrome? Yeah, okay, the chrome part goes on here. You put your glass on. I assume you get the rougher edges on the side. Then you can stick this part here, which has the cylindrical screw hole there. Stick that in. Get that in, and the glass and the bezel just slide into that. Okay. So, oops, that's not what I want. You have to get both of them on to keep it secure. I think maybe this goes in the other way. I'm not really sure. I thought it went that way, but I don't know entirely. The glass has chipped somewhat over the, or yeah, chipped, and there's little dings on the edges there. So I'm gonna give it a break. Oh. I think this goes. How does this go on here? Oh no, that's in. Okay. I think that's how that goes on. Or is it? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm trying with the very jaded edge there. Trying with that there, and this on here, like that. And I know my descriptions are not great at this moment. Let's see here. Is this actually in? Okay, I'm gonna assume it's in, and put the springs on. I hope it's in. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. So there's 2 springs here on the back. Once you're done with that very finicky operation there, you get the more fancy looking side of the spring, screw it in on there, and then there's the other side of it, which I'm pretty sure holds all the tension and everything to this. Yeah, there it is. I don't want to move this quite yet because we're still getting the springs on. And let's get the other spring. I didn't clean these either for well, yeah, I could have cleaned them. I don't know. It's the back of the clock though. The bell's more of a focal point to the back than these springs are. So I think we can. I don't think anyone will be too broken up the fact we didn't clean it. Okay. It's together. Oh, we finally made it. Well, not quite. We gotta put the base on yet, but that shouldn't be too hard. Okay, so there's these pegs here that stick out, and you gotta get it into those holes there. And this is vinegar and water, viewers, that cleaned the base up. I know, it almost looks like a completely new part now. And as for the bottom of it, it was left alone. Just because, I mean, we didn't want to take the felt feet off or anything like that, you know. You'd hate to be the guy who takes the feet off, even though one of them already is missing. But, you know, you don't want to screw something like that up any more than it has to be. And it has to be done. And also the base helps hold the glass in here as well. It's a very interesting design that way, because everything on the outside has to do with that piece of glass. And we're off to the races now. Well, that's a great looking clock, is it not, viewers? Wow. Anyways, viewers, thank you for sticking around and watching the Westclox Leland series. And if there's any sort of problems that happen with this, I'll give this 3 weeks to see if there's any problems that develop. And remember, you know, like, it did stop those few times, and like well, during part number, I think it was part 4 or whatever, I'm not sure. In the previous part, it did stop those 2 times, or it did stop, like, didn't want to run very well, and I let it sit for an entire week and then run it for a week, and we seem to be getting far better results now. Like, as I said, it was running all night last night, so, you know, it's better than most in that respect. So I guess I'm taking a risk here. Who knows, maybe one of the wheels is damaged. This clock did stop a few times as I was putting this together, but that was only because I had it like at strange angles or something. Like I had it upside down or something like that. When it's facing the way it's supposed to be facing, it'll run just fine. You know. So I'll keep it running, and if it stops again, I won't bother showing you how to decase this, because you already know how now. I'm not going to list this as the final part of the series, I'm just gonna leave it for now, and then maybe if there's nothing in a month or whatever, then I'll call this the final part. But anyway, that'll be it for now on the Westclox Leland from 1952. It's a stunning looking clock when it's in good shape. Well, I mean, this is in good shape. It was just dirty, so. But anyway, thank you viewers for sticking around and seeing all of this, and we'll leave this all here for now, and we'll see you in the next part, or the next video, I'm sorry. Maybe, who knows, maybe there will be another part.